Once upon a time, in a quiet little village surrounded by endless green fields and tall trees, there lived a small family. A father, a mother, and their beloved only son, their shining light. Their little boy was the light of their lives. They dreamed he would grow into a kind, wise, and respectful young man, one who would be loved by all the people of their village. But their son had a terrible weakness. He was quick to anger. The smallest things would upset him, and his words, sharp and cruel, wounded others like arrows, leaving behind invisible scars in people's hearts. At first, people forgave him, saying, "He's just a child." But as days passed, they pulled away. His friends stopped playing with him, neighbors avoided him, and slowly, the boy found himself all alone. At home, his parents grew worried and heartbroken. They tried to teach him kindness, patience, and respect. His mother told him gentle stories, his father gave wise advice, but nothing seemed to reach the boy. One evening, after yet another fight, the father gently called his son to the backyard. Beside the garden stood an old wooden fence. In his hands, he held a bag of nails and a hammer. Confused, the boy asked, "What should I do with this?" His father smiled kindly and said, "Every time you lose your temper, every time harsh words escape, hammer a nail into this fence." The very next morning, the boy lost his temper again. When his friend refused to share a toy, he shouted angrily. Remembering his father's lesson, he ran home, grabbed the hammer, and struck the fence. But this was only the beginning. Throughout the day, the boy kept losing his temper again and again. Each time, he returned to the fence, hammering nail after nail into the rough wooden boards. By sunset, the fence was filled with more than 30 nails hammered deep into its body. The boy's hands were sore, his arms ached, but the fence stood strong, scarred with every burst of his anger. The very next day, it was the same, more anger, more nails hammered deep into the fence. But slowly, the boy began noticing something. Each strike with the hammer was exhausting, each angry moment draining his strength. After days of hammering, the boy sighed deeply. "This is too tiring. I waste so much energy with every outburst. Maybe, if I control my anger, I won't need to hammer anymore." One day, when a child teased him, he clenched his fists, ready to shout, but then stopped. Taking a deep breath, he walked away quietly. That evening, he hammered fewer nails into the fence. From then on, the boy tried harder every day. With each moment of patience, with each deep breath, the number of nails grew smaller and smaller, until anger no longer controlled his life. Weeks passed, and something wonderful happened. The boy realized he hadn't hammered a single nail for several days. Excitement filled his heart as he ran to his father, eager to share his incredible achievement. "Papa, look, I didn't lose my temper for days. I haven't hammered any nails at all," the boy exclaimed. His father smiled, proud of his son's effort, knowing the journey of self-control had truly begun. The father said softly, "That is wonderful, my son. I am proud of you. But our lesson is not over. Now, for every day of self-control, you must remove one nail from the fence." The boy nodded eagerly, accepting his father's challenge. From that day forward, he would begin removing the nails, learning the true meaning of responsibility, patience, and the lasting impact of his past actions on others. As days passed, the boy carefully pulled out one nail after another. Each act of self-control gave him strength, teaching him patience and persistence. Slowly, the fence began to clear, reflecting his inner transformation. It was not easy. Some nails went in very deep, testing his patience and causing small pains in his hands. Yet he persisted, learning that lasting change requires effort, care, and persistence. Slowly, nail by nail, the fence began to clear. Weeks of effort transformed both the wood and the boy, showing that patience, self-control, and persistence can remove the marks left by past anger. Finally, after weeks of effort, the boy proudly showed his father the fence, almost completely cleared. "Look, Papa, I have removed nearly all the nails. I am no longer the angry boy I used to be." The father gently placed his hand on his son's shoulder. "Look closely, my son. The nails are gone, but the fence is no longer smooth. See the holes and scars, just like words can leave lasting wounds." "Every time you spoke harshly," the father explained, "it was like hammering a nail into someone's heart. Nails can be removed, but the holes, the wounds, remain forever. Words can hurt deeper than knives ever could. When you stab a man with a knife, the wound remains. Words are sharper. They can cut deeper, leaving scars even if forgotten. Always remember, my son, your words can hurt forever if spoken in anger. But remember, words can also heal," the father continued. "Use them to encourage, to uplift, to build trust. Speak with kindness, and you will plant flowers and hearts instead of leaving scars behind." From that day on, whenever anger rose inside him, the boy remembered the fence with holes. Instead of shouting, he chose silence, or better, kind words that healed instead of hurt. Over time, people noticed the change. His friends returned, laughing with him once again. Neighbors welcomed him with smiles, and slowly, the boy earned back the love and respect he once lost. And his parents? Their hearts swelled with pride. Their little boy was no longer ruled by anger but guided by kindness. He had learned one of life's greatest truths, the power of words. This story teaches us all, words are powerful. They can wound or they can heal. Once spoken, harsh words cannot be taken back. Choose words that build, not break, and hearts will blossom. Anger leaves scars. Like holes in the fence, angry words leave wounds that never fully heal. Self-control is strength. It is harder to master your temper, but the reward is peace and respect. Kindness builds relationships. Anger creates distance, but kindness brings people together. Every gentle word is like a seed planted in someone's heart, growing into trust, joy, and lasting friendship. So, when anger tempts you, pause and ask, do I want to hammer a nail into someone's heart? Instead, choose kindness. Choose patience. Choose love. With kind words, we create a better world.